Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Lex Arkulo and I'm the head designer / architect at MillCraft US. MillCraft is the leading provider of closet and cabinet systems in Virginia, as you all know. Today we're presenting ClosetPro software. I'd like to take questions during the webinar, but it's totally up to you. You might want to wait until the end of the webinar to cover them all. And you may use the chatting bar below to, in case of you have any questions or opinions. If you have any trouble with the speakers, please write below. Okay. So first, let's mention some pros of the ClosetPro. As you can see, this is a web-based program in here. So what? So we are able to use this software in any device, including your laptops, tablets, etc. So it's really accessible. Secondly, you don't need to download anything. The updates are all automatic in here. And thirdly, it's really extremely easy to use. You will just see it in a few minutes. You will be able to draw a simple closet in 10 or 15 minutes approximately and create your own proposal afterwards. Fourthly, why are we doing this? Why are we presenting this webinar for you? If you draw your client's closet in a technical way with ClosetPro, then we will be able to turn your closet fully ready for manufacturing phase, and there will be no delay with producing your closet and asking detailed questions related to your drawing. How you can get this ClosetPro? You can enter the main page of the ClosetPro in here, and right here you can contact them for a demo. You can fill this form and send a request to them. So this is one way. By this way, you will be able to buy an info account for your company on your own. Or in a second way, you can be a dealer to us and you will be able to use our info account and our ClosetPro account. So what? So we will give you an email and password accordingly, and afterwards you will be able to design your closet in MillCraft US closet account. So yeah, you can use either ways. Okay, if there's no problem with the speakers and the rest, we can start the webinar right now. Okay, perfect. Welcome, Ms. Sandra again. Okay, then. Okay, then let's write our email and password of one of our designers in our company and log in it. As you can see, the first thing that you see is the customer table in here. So, for example, right now we're in Kadir Sarı's profile. In Kadir Sarı, he brought these customers to us. So let's enter one of them and see how we can design a simple closet. By the way, before, if you want to add a customer to your customer table in your account, in the right part, you can click Add New Customer. And here, you can fill these places. If you will use any markups, you can just use them here. You can fill shipping and billing information and create an account. Okay, let's go with Castle Martin, for example. Let's enter it and see the rest of the closets that we have done for the ClosetPro. In Castle Martin, in the right upper part, you can see there's an added customer in here. If you click this button, you will be able to edit the information about this customer. So in the right part, there's an advanced button. If you click it, you will see a standard markup and an accessories markup in here. So if you want to add any markup to your customer, you can use this edit customer part, and then you can click advanced and then write your markup in here. For example, we wrote 2, so what? Our price will be multiplied with 2, and we will see our markup accordingly. So let's see it with Castle Martin. Let's update recorded here. And see, we have multiple closets in here. In very below the closet that we have done for Castle Martin, and the default closets, Closet Deluxe. Here, if you click Advanced button, you will be able to see the manufacturer cost estimate in this part. And this total number show you that this is your marked up quotation. So if you want to put any markup to your customer, then you can do it in this Edit Customer, and then you can click Advanced. And with clicking Advanced, you can see the manufacturer amount of number, and you can see your marked up number, which you will give it to your customer. Okay, so let's start a new design and continue with the proposal part afterwards. Let's click Start New Design. Here we are in Colors and Types part. We will determine our closet's name first. Let's write Closet Black number 13. And then we will be able to choose our group of colors in this part. For example, for this webinar, let's choose After Hours color. And then the closet rod, the hardware type that we will use for the closet, rod nickel, oval chrome, etc. So let's choose oval chrome 1, for example. Ms. Andrea, I remember that we talked about in a previous webinar, we did the floor-based closet. And for this webinar, we can do a wall-based one, just to show you. And of course, because this is a wall-based closet, yes, we can do it in straight panel or a rounded panel. Let's see it in the second page. Let's continue. And in the second page, as you know, we can choose our options here. If you will use any pulls and knobs, we can choose them right here, or we can do it as none. Most of our dealers is using none option, and then they're providing their pulls and knobs to your customers afterwards. So in drawer and door style, what we chose After Hours color, right? As you can see, we cannot click high gloss, transitional, traditional 1. We can only click slab, small shaker, and GB door options. That's why if we try to choose transitional, for example, it's written as this font is not available in the color currently selected for this closet. So what? So transitional door style is only available for these colors written below. So from our suppliers, we cannot supply this kind of transitional door with After Hours color. We can only provide you a slab 1, small shaker, or GB door options. So let's go with the small shaker to show you a five-piece door. Let's change drawers and doors. And in the third part, drawer door center panel. Right now, what we can choose, we can just go with the small shaker door style, or we can choose a clear glass door style. So the center panel of our door will be all glass, or continue with the small shaker. Let's go with the small shaker one, and in the further phases of the design, we can still change it into the clear glass. Let's go with the fourth option, the drawer box. Because we chose a colorful color, let's choose a plywood or maple TFL options. Maple TFL is a default option for our Nova closets. So let's go with the maple TFL one. Scoop box is default for rollout T-rays. We can put it in this webinar too. The hinge type is half cracked. It's default also. You don't need to change anything with these ones. And the panel type, we can do a straight one or a radius one. Because we chose a wall-based closet, let's choose a radius one. So then it will look better for our closet. Let's continue. And right now, what we have done, we have finished our colors and types part. Right now, we are in the second part, in measurements part. Right now, we are writing the current measurements of our client's room. So the ceiling height, let's make it 96 inches, for example. The top shelf default height, let's make it 90 inches. The unit depth, for this one, let's make it 18, for example. Yeah, so if we have any notch in our client's closet, we can write the baseboard notch height and depth right in these parts. And if we have a notch, but it's rounded, we can write the rounded notch height and depth in these parts. And after that, you don't need to specify actually, but if you want to specify the main room main door height, the T-rod, wall type, and floor type, if you want to specify, you can just write them in here. You don't need to fill these places. It's not obligatory, but you can still write them if you want, for your design, of course. Okay, so let's continue. Right now, we are in the build part. So with your mouse, with just one click, you can extend your walls just like this. So for example, you did a mistake and you did something like this. You can click undo. And so the movement that you just did is being deleted. Or in the right upper part, you can reset layout like fully. So let's click and extend our walls here. Okay, in this page, okay, we clicked and we extended our walls, but as you can see, the numbers are not, how to say, it's not properly done. So in the right part, you can still customize the length of the walls here. So for example, our first wall, let's write it 45 inches, for example. Our second wall, let's write it 90 inches, for example. Our third wall, let's write it 150. Fourth wall, let's write it 90 again. Our fifth wall, let's write it 45 again. And when we click update measurements in here, the measurements that we just wrote is done in this page. So for example, if you have any slanted wall in this closet, in this direction part, you can just write the direction as it is, the angle, and when you click update measurements, as you can see, it's a little bit slanted. So let's make it perpendicular again and continue. In this plus and minus, you can just zoom in and zoom out if you need to do. The closet is too big or small for you to design. Okay, welcome the new incomers. We just started our closet design right now. You can just continue listening if you want, or you can come in Monday, Wednesday, or Fridays if you would like to listen all of them. Okay, and if you have any questions or any trouble with the speakers, please write it below. Okay, let's continue with our design. We finished our walls right now. Okay, so what we did, we extended our walls, we wrote the measurements, and then we will decide which wall will be used for our closet. So because number 1 and 5 is a little bit narrow, we can leave them. And number 2, 3, and 4, we can use them, right? So in 1 and 5, we can make it non-filled option here. Number 2, 3, and 4, we can make it like number 2, all of them. So we will use all of them. Number 3, just fill. So the connector will come in this part. And number 4, we can do it all too. So when we enter the closet in here, we will see the connectors right like this. Or we can turn it to number 3, all. And then number 2 and 4 will be automatically filled. So then our connectors will be seen as like this. So let's continue like this and add an island to this closet. Let's click add island. Yes, we finished our layout. Here we can add a single-sided or a double-sided island. For example, let's put it and show it how it's done. Let's put a single-sided island. As you can see, an island just appeared in our page. If you click once, you can move it where you want. So you can customize its width, its height, its depth and direction right in this part. These red dots is showing you the circulation spaces around the island. And this blue line is showing that the drawer or the island, the face of the island is looking at that direction right now. So let's customize the width, for example. Let's make it 30. The height, this is the default height of the islands. But for example, if you want to make a bench and you put the island in front of a window, for example, so you can customize the height like this. So the height will be the default bench height for your closet. Okay. So yeah. So for this closet, let's get rid of it and add a double-sided one too. If you want to delete an island, just click this red cross. And then let's add a double-sided island too. Let's click Add Islands. And then let's customize the width, height, and the rest of them for our closet. Let's make the width 31.5, for example. The height, let's leave it as a default. The front, depth, and back, let's make it 14, for example, 14 inches. The direction, let's turn it into 90 degree. Clearance is the red dots. Let's leave it like this. And then we click Update Item in here. It's been updated. So let's move it a little bit middle. So yeah. So let's continue if we're done. And then we can see we have one island, we have number 2, 3, and 4 filled walls. And then we can start closet design right now. Okay. So this page is named Our Building Tool. So in our building tool, we can see our cost estimate in the left upper part. We can see our closet name. We can see our plan, and we can see the rest of the walls filled and as a non-filled one. So as you can see, ClosetPro is filled all our walls with wall-based options, as you can see, and the island is not completed yet. So when it's completed, when a wall is completed, you can see it in this green text, and when it's not completed, it's red like this. So if you want to finish a closet and continue to step 4, for example, you need to complete all these walls and then continue to step 4. But for example, you put an island and then your customer just canceled the island, for example, or you need to make a revision with the length of the walls, etc. Then you can click this pen button here. And then you can customize, you can edit your closet name, you can edit your closet height, your top shelf default height, you can edit many stuff in this part. And also you can edit the length of the walls in these places. If you will do any customization with the island part, you can click Add, Edit, Delete Islands or Modify Floor Plan. So when we click it, we will see our plan. And then, for example, we didn't fill our number 1 and 5th walls. So your customer just changed his or her decision, and he or she wanna fill these walls too. So then you can click All, for example, and then you will be able to use these walls too. Or you want to add another island, or you want to delete an island, you can do these edits in this page. Now afterwards, you can click Update Islands or Continue. Let's click Continue. Let's click Update Closet and continue designing our closet. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, the cost estimate is that much, the manufacturer number of the cost. So in the right part, you can see a setting button. You can click it. And for example, the budget of your customer is a little bit low. So you can change the closet color, you can change the hardware finish, or you can change anything. related to the job selection in this part. For example, let's change the closet color from after hours to white. You can see the cost estimate is changed. So let's turn it to after hours again. And let's see what we can change like this. The hardware finish, the wall or floor option, we chose a wall-based closet, but right now we can again change it to a floor-based one. The panel type, we chose a reduced panel type, but still we can change it into a straight one. The panel configuration, the chrome molding, the base molding, the tag hardware, the backings, we can add them. The advanced colors, for example, if you will put a different kind of edge band, or if you will put a different color of shelving, or vertical color, or drawer color, you can do all these changes in this advanced color part. For example, if the backend color is, for example, white, you can still change it into a white in this part. The chrome color, you can change it. So yeah, if you do it a little bit advanced, you can do it in this part. The drawer selection. For example, you want to change the style of your drawer, right? So let's choose what we did. We did after hours color, and then we can change our drawer fonts right in this part. We can turn it to the slab option, for example. Let's click go. And yeah, because we don't have any drawers right now, it didn't mean anything, but then we will see it. For example, for this part, what we can do next, we can add a chrome molding. In very below, you have two options for adding a chrome molding. First, in this part, in this chrome selection, you can choose the color of the chrome, and then you can choose the fascia transitional chrome style. You can choose two of them because the after hours color is only supplied with fascia transitional chrome. So let's choose transitional, for example. Let's click go. This is the first way, by the way. The chrome is not put yet. So then you can click chrome here, chrome to yes, and then your chrome is added. This is one way to add chrome, and the second way, we will show it into the next phase. Just catch that. Okay. Okay, so what more? You can put a base molding, of course, but this is a wall-based closet right now, so it doesn't mean anything. Or, for example, the ClosetPro just filled your closet with pre-filled option, just like this, but you want to remove them all, and you want to put your own modules with these walls, yeah? So then you can come to very below in this part, and you can change it into a pre-fill wall, or remove units only, or remove all. You can click them, so the things that you chose will be deleted. So, okay, before continuing to step 4, let's fill island front and back, and then let's customize a little bit the walls. Let's go with the island front first. Okay, as you can see, right now we are in the island front wall. You can see this wall costs none because we didn't put any module to this wall, and the closet costs that much. And you can see the wall selection right away. If you want to change the walls, for example, we are right now customizing island front, but then we will customize wall 3, right? We can still click it. So we will go to wall number 3. So let's go back to the island 1 and fill this open space. When you come to this O, you will see this is an open space and the width is that much. So let's fill it with some module. Let's click add unit, and you will see a couple of island designs in front of you. You can choose any of them. For example, for this webinar, let's choose 4 drawers. So our island is just appeared. You can come to this one, and as you can see right now, it's 24 inches width. But as you can see, there's still an open space here, and it's written as not completed for this island front. So if so, you can come to this one, and then you can stretch it. Then what? Then we filled the open space right now. And as you can see, our island just fitted. But because we turned the drawer option into slab, let's not forget to turn into a small shaker again, so we will see how the cost will change. So let's do it right away. Let's go with the drawer selection. Let's go with the after hours. Let's change into a small shaker one again. Click go. So it's changed to a 5-piece option right now. So as you can see, it's completed right now. And let's go to island back and complete it too. Let's come to this open space again. Let's click add unit. And let's click, for example, 3 shelves. Let's stretch it a little bit. And for example, we put the 3 shelves, but you don't want to put a 3 shelves, or you don't want to swap this unit with any of these. You want to put a wire basket, for example. Then what we can do? You can come to this one. You can go to edit unit. And as you can see, there's a customize unit button here. You can click it. And the custom unit page will appear in front of you. So in this page, you can customize a lot of stuff actually. For example, we want to get rid of these adjustable shelves. Let's click and drag it. And as you can see, we just remove them. It's pretty easy. So for example, what we can add to this unit? We can add an adjustable shelf, fixed shelf, shoe shelves. We can put pair doors. We can add single doors. We can add any drawers. We can add any rollout T-rays. For example, let's put a rollout T-ray for this one. And so we will use our scoop box option. Let's put some box like this, for example. And then what we can put baskets or hampers. We can put roads. We can put tech hardware. For example, there are a lot of tech hardware in front of you right now, but you don't know their names, right? You can come to one of them and see its name, tech lingerie drawer, for example. Or you can come to tech divided drawer, tech laundry organizer, etc. Tech shoe organizer, like that. So let's add one of them. To an island, it's not very beautiful, a pretty design, but let's add it to another module actually. You can add cubies. You can customize its rows and columns here. You can add vertical dividers. If you will use a different kind of toe cake, you can change the toe cake height in this part, in this middle part. So for the upper part, let's put some drawers, for example. Let's put the box a little bit up. Let's put the drawers like this. Let's put 3 of them. Let's put a fixed shelf for the upper part. Let's put our box like this. Yeah. Let's submit this unit. By the way, if you want to save this unit and to use it for the later use, you can click Save Unit. So you can write the short and long description like that. When you click Update Record, you will save this unit just for your account. So it's just for you, and this design is just for your use. So none of your designers will be able to use this a design for their closets. So let's submit this unit, and let's go continue with the rest of the walls. Okay, yeah. So our front and back right now completed. And as you can see, we can continue to step 4. But without continuing step 4, let's mention some countertops, for example. We are in the island part, right? So what we missed? This is a double-sided island, and right now in the middle there's a perpendicular peninsula wall. So let's just put a countertop, and let's not show the middle of them. Let's close the division line. In the countertop selection, let's choose melamine one, the normal one. The overhang, let's make it a quarter. This is the default overhang inch measurement, and let's submit it. So as you can see, a countertop is just placed here. So let's view all walls in 3D to see all the closets in a 3D way on our island. Yeah. So let's close number 1, wall number 5, and let's show some clothes, and let's refresh view. So as you can see, we can see our radius panels, we can see our transitional chrome molding, what we can see. It's a little bit faster. In the left upper part, you can see a keyboard shortcut. In VASD, you can just move right, front, and back. And with your mouse, you can just look around. So for example, let's go inside the closet like this, and let's look around. Realistic, right? Let's go back and see what we did for our alignment. 4 drawers. So the rollout box and the drawers again. Okay. So let's continue with customizing the rest of the walls a little bit and finish our design. Let's return to the building tool. Okay. Okay then. Let's continue with wall number 3, for example. Let's click it. Okay. So for example, if you want to swap one unit with the current modules in Nova Closet in MillCraft US account right now, you can come to, for example, number 2. You can click swap unit in here, and you can see multiple selections of hanging bars in here. You can put the drawers, you can put them, shelving units, you can just swap them, the footwear, the basket types, hampers, just top units, base units, V-split units. If it's in the corner part, the corner units, some custom units that you can put like this. Empty space, if you will not put any module to that part. For example, if there's any obstruction on this space, you can put it as an empty space, and then you can put an obstruction, for example, like a window or like a wall. For example, let's put it a window for this one. Let's click empty space. So right now, 2 is empty. In the right below part, there is obstruction part. You can click this plus, and then we can add any electrical obstruction, any heating obstruction, any laundry obstruction, or any doors or windows. So for example, for this place, let's put a window there. So we will place a window right away, but right now we need to determine the placement of the window here with clicking this pen button. When we click it, we can adjust its width, We can adjust this height, we can adjust the depth. So the width of that empty space was 29. So let's make it 24, for example. You can adjust the elevation. You can write the left offset. So the left offset from that wall, let's see, module number 1 is 29 inches. So let's make the left offset 30, for example. And let's submit change. Our window is right now 30 inches left offsetted. And for example, you put a window, but then you want to delete it. Again, you can click this pen button, and you can click this remove button here. When you click it, the window will be deleted. So we can make the width a little bit high. Let's make it 27, for example. Make the left offset 31. Let's submit change. So yeah, the window looks better right now. So what else? If you put any countertop to this part, you can add the countertop. And for the below parts, we can still have them in the setting button for the left, as you can see. Let's click it and see what we have here. So in the first place, what we can do, this is a move swap part. So for example, we have 2 units, but we want to swap them between them. So I want a single hanging bar here, and I want a double hanging bar here, right? So we can click it, and we can select from sec 1 to from sec 3, right? So when we click move or swap, our modules are swapped right now between them. So this setting place is, you can think it's like, if you want to do big changes with this wall, you can click it and you can customize the wall for this one. So for example, if we come to this tree part, when we click edit unit, you will just do the settings for this unit, for this very special unit. But when you click this part, you will do a big change for your walls. So for example, as you can see, right now, number 1 is 29 inches, number 3, 4, 5. Let's make it a little bit different. So let's make 4 25 inches, for example. Let's click submit change. And as you can see, an open space just occurred in here. When we click the setting button, we have different kinds of widths in this wall right now, yes? So here, in the equalize part, we can come here, and we can select sec 1, select all, including open space, except 2, and then when we click go, all the modules will be equalized accordingly. Right now, all of them are 29 inches. So the open space is just deleted. So we can use equalize part just like this. And then what we have, for example, in this bulk unit, okay. So for example, let's make number 4 a little bit higher. Let's click edit unit and see in this place, we can customize its width, its height, its depth here, its style. We can add backing just especially for this unit. We can add double panels, vertical feet. We can remove verticals, use a top shelf, cleat, or etc. Any of the things that you want. Here you can do these changes. Or, for example, what I want to show you is, Let's make the height a little bit higher. Let's make it 90, for example. Let's click Submit Change. So this unit is higher right now, yeah? So you did some kind of this change, but you wanna equalize the rest of the units accordingly. So you can come to this bulk unit. You can select these units, for example, select all, and then when you write the height accordingly, for example, let's write 90 and click Go. All of these modules will be in 90 inches higher. So they're all same right now. You can do the same thing for the width and depth also in this part. So what else? We can add a countertop right in this part or in this part, it doesn't matter. If we want to add any layer to this design, we can add it just like this. For example, we want to add one unit. Let's do it like this, for example. Let's select all. Let's click Go. Then, as you can see, there was a layer 1, and right now there's a layer 2. When we click layer 2, an empty wall is coming in front of you. So then here you can still fill it with, for example, let's click Swap Unit again. Let's choose one unit to show you. Let's click Edit Unit again. Let's add one more, for example. So if your client couldn't choose anything couldn't choose any design for himself or herself, so he or she is not so sure with the design, you can show it like, oh, look, there's a layer 1, so this is one option for this wall. So there is layer 2, so this is the second option for this wall. So with this layer option, you don't need to copy and paste the jobs in the ClosetPro. You can do the change with this layer option here. Let's get rid of the layer number 2 here. Let's remove it with clicking here. Let's continue with the rest of the options. Okay, so the add layer is working like this. The continuous top shelf. The continuous top shelf is actually, for example, your modules are a little bit low, so you can add a continuous top shelf for the top part if you want to use these places as a shelf. Or, for example, before putting a chrome molding, you can add a continuous top shelf right on the modules, and then you can put a chrome molding. So the modules will look much more beautiful actually. You can add it like this, but because we have right now a chrome molding and already did modules, let's leave it for this one. And for the next webinar, Ms. Sandra, if you will come also, let's make it for the next webinar. So what else? In this part, we have an in-design accessory part. So without adding to your proposal, without showing the placement, you can just immediately add an accessory to this wall. How? Like this. For example, let's choose our modules, for example. In which module I want to put my accessory. Let's make it number 3. In sec 3, I want to add a belt rack, tie rack, wavelet, or shelf rack. Let's add one wavelet rod, for example. My wavelet rod can be dark oil wrap, bronze, matte aluminium, matte nickel, or polished chrome. Let's choose polished chrome because our hardware is polished chrome right now. Let's choose polished chrome 14. The position, we can put it into to the right panel or left panel. Let's make it right panel, for example. So the elevation, let's make it 60 inches. So in 60 inches height, our railed rod will be placed. So when we click go, as you can see, our railed rod is just like right here. So let's view this wall in 3D to see just this wall and to see what we have done. So in an interactive way, as you can see, our window, our railed rod, etc. So let's return to the building tool. Okay. So yeah, it is an accessory part. You can put an accessory immediately. Let's continue with ceiling offset. So the ceiling offset is basically you can adjust you can edit the height of the modules. But again, you can edit the ceiling offset here too. So for example, this is a wall-based closet, and I can edit the height of the modules, yeah. But for example, the ceiling offset, I can make it 10 inches right now in the number 3, for example, and when I click go, our module will be a little bit lower because my ceiling offset will be 10 inches, like this. By the way, there's a chromotic right now here, but there's not in this part because my module is a little bit lower in this part, right? You can come to this pen button again. This closet pen button. And in this part, you can see minimum unit height for Chrome is 88 inches. So we can do it. For example, let's make it 70. And let's submit. So my Chrome can come to this unit also. With the lower units, you can put Chrome molding in this part. Minimum unit height for Chrome. We can adjust it in this part. So let's make it the normal one again. Let's submit it. And let's make this unit a little bit higher, like the rest of the units. You can click equalize. We can go with the bulk unit and with sec 3 and 4, or just 3, doesn't matter. So the height will be that much. So yeah, it's like the others. Okay, yeah. So you can use the ceiling offset for especially wall-based modules. And then, for example, you are making a closet in a roof, right? You can use this wall height part if there's any slanted wall for this closet. So the point 1 is showing this point, and the point 2 is showing right now this point. So if I make number 1 a little bit lower, for example, let's make it 93 inches and click go. As you can see, the wall is slanted right now. I just made it a little bit because our modules are pretty higher right now. You can use it for the base modules actually. It will be really convenient. So let's turn to 96 again. Let's click go. So yeah, it's normal right now. What's left in this part? As you can see, you cannot see any hanging rails, right? But the hanging rails is actually in your cost estimate. So, but this part is only to show your clients that there's a hang rail. So this is just to illustrate it. So just illustrate it, you can choose the modules, and the height is already default because we chose this height. And when we click go, as you can see, the handrail is just placed. So as I said, this is just to illustrate. The hanging rail is already in your closet. So it doesn't matter if you put them in this part or not. Okay. So let's leave number 3 and let's go with number 2 or 4. Let's go with the 4, for example. Let's go to wall number 4 and let's customize some unit. For example, let's go with the number 2 one. What we can do right now, for example, we have number 1 and number 2, right? Can copy this design with just copy units, and then you can come to this pasted design, any module that you want. And for example, this one, you can click paste unit. So you will do basically copy and paste right away. So what else we can do? We can go with the number 2. We can click edit unit. We already talked about that part, but let's talk about this part, this customize unit part, a little bit much. So for example, let's put some shoe shelves. We didn't put them for this webinar. Let's put them. Just click and drag. Let's make it 5 or 6 inches between them. Let's put one more. Let's make it a little bit higher. Okay. Let's add some doors, some pier doors for this unit, like this. Yeah, this module looks pretty good. And for the rest of them, let's go for the other module. Let's submit it. As you can see, number 2 is right now very well. So this is not a glass door, but still, as you can see the inside, right? This is just for the user purposes. This is just for you to, oh, what's inside? You don't need to ask this to yourself. So this is just for the user actually. This is not the glass door. Let's view this wall in 3D and see. It's just a normal 5-piece panel. Let's return to the viewing tool again. And let's go with edit unit again. So what we put a pair door, right? Right now, because we put it in the doors list, it's written as we put a double door, the door rail is small shaker, and the insert is the normal small shaker panel. We can make it, we can turn it to a clear glass, just like this. And when we click update doors, our insert is right now glass. Let's view this wall in 3D. As you can see, it's right now the glass. Let's return to the building tool again. And our time is ending. So let's go with the continue to step 4. Let's mention one more thing and continue. What we put in design accessory, right? But for example, you want to put some hooks or something else to your design. You can go in very below in add notes part. You can click it. And you can see, you can add labels or annotations to this wall for your manufacturer especially. For example, we didn't put our hooks, right? But you put your hooks in the ordering part. So your manufacturer will think like, oh, okay, he or she wants some hooks, but we don't know where to place it. So in this page, you can just show them where you will place the accessories that you will put. So for example, you can put a large coat hook, right? You can click large coat hook. You can click add annotation. So an A just pops up. You can just click and drag where you want to put it. For example, I will put my large coat hook right here or right here, for example, in the near the connector. So my large coat hook right now placed here. Okay, and for example, there is a margin error with this wall or anything that you write. You can come to this add label part. You can click add label, and then here you can write your problem or your important point. You can write them, for example, margin error on this wall. So the manufacturer or your client will see this point right in this part, for example. So let's save it. And then we will see our labels and annotations in the PDF part. Let's continue to step 4. And in this page, we are right now seeing our components again. So we can still change my pull. We can still change my pulls and knobs option. We can still change our drawer style. We can still change our drawer style. We can still change the insert panel in this part 2. We can still change the drawer box. We can see the current price here. And for example, if that's too much, we can turn the drawer style, for example, turn it to slab 1. So the price will change accordingly. The scoop box is default, we said. The chrome molding, transition chrome molding, as you can see, it's written as 5. So you don't need to calculate any chrome molding quantity for the closet actually. ClosetPro already did it for you. So 5 amount of chrome molding will be placed to his closet. The base molding, you can still put it right here. The hinge type is default we set, and the panel type we chose as radius. So let's go with the add accessory part. Let's click add accessory before finishing our closet. So as you can see, in InDesign, we added one violet rod here. But what else we added in our design? We added a large hook, right? In this place, in this page, you will add a large hook to our closet. As you can see, there are pretty much accessories for you to add to your design here. Whatever you want, you can still add them. But this is a long page, right? This is a long list. In this search place, you can write, for example, large coat hook, or just large, for example. It will show it to you, or just coat hook. Okay, this one. It will show it to you. The polished chrome. You want to use it, for example, you can click add. And then with our violet rod, our single hook is added. You can change the quantity here. And then if you're done with the accessories, you can go save and continue. Or you can go back to your closet design again. Let's save and continue. And then right now we finished the designing our closet black 13. So here we can see our color, we can see our finish type, we can see the weight of the closet, we can see the estimated cost of the closet with the markup, of course, when we click advanced. As you can see, this is the manufacturer price. So, okay, because we added any add-ons, this is the normal add-ons. We didn't put any markup to this part. As you can see, it's the normal price. So let's turn it to a proposal to send your manufacturer or your client. Let's select the design. And in very below, you can see create new proposal here. When you click create new proposal, right now for our customer or for our manufacturer, we are creating it. We can still, to check, we can still be within 2D, 3D, we can be renders, or we can see the options or accessories. Without doing the proposal part, I advise you to take the renders before, because taking renders will have a little bit time to finish it. So let's click view 3D, let's take renders, and then let's do the proposal part afterwards. Okay, so let's take one render. Let's close number 1, number 5 again. Let's show some close and let's press view. In the right setting button, you can click it and you can change the floor material or the wall material if you want. For example, let's change the floor material into this one or this one, for example, or just this one. You can change it in many things. And then let's take a render. Let's click this camera button. And then you have two types of rendering here. You can take a snapshot or you can take a 360 view. Let's take a snapshot here, and the resolution, you can just take a standard one or a high resolution one. Let's take a standard one, so it will take a shorter time. Let's render name 1, for example. Let's click render and submit the file for rendering in the background of the ClosetPro. So while it's rendering, we can still continue with our proposal. Let's take one more render. Let's go left a little bit. Let's see like this. Let's close wall number 2. Let's refresh view. Okay. So let's take a render like this. Because we have a connector in this part, there is no chrome molding. It's not an error or something. Let's click this page. Let's render name 2 and click render. By the way, if you don't want to show the island, you can still close the island in this part. You can close island 1 front and back and then take the render again. So while it's rendering, let's flash the page and see the process. Let's go with the camera button. You can click edit here and you can see render 1 and 2 right now processing. Okay, while it's processing, let's do the proposal part. Let's go to the Castle Martin. Let's select it. Let's create new proposal. Okay. So we added our markup right now, our number of the accessories, and the rest is all here. So here, let's add some documents too. We didn't add in the previous webinar. Let's add documents for any image or anything, for your manufacturer or client. For example, let's add anything. Let's add this one, for example. Let's click upload. Okay, so the JPEG is right now here. We can write the disclaimer text here. So let's write, for example, this is the current closet image. We can write it. There are two ways to send your proposal to your manufacturer or client. So the first way is with the link, and the second way is with the PDF. So for example, let's make the expiration date May 1. for 2 of them. So what? So after May 1, our link will explode itself, so the design will not be spreaded with the designers or the manufacturers. So the design that you did is special for its own with this link expiration dates. So we want to show our 2Ds, 3Ds renders, yes, tech drawings, or everything in our proposal. We want to show them all. So let's update. And as you can see, closet leg 13 is disappeared here because right now it is in the proposal part. Let's get rid of this previously known closets. We can click release, so it will go in the upper part. So in the upper part, we can still revise our closets. But before, let's continue with closet leg 30. And the link that we talked about, as you can see, customer proposal page link is this one. You can just copy and paste it for your client or manufacturer. And what they see will be this page. So they will see the proposal valid true. That one, the proposal ID. As you can see, the link has expired. Contact your designer for assistance, right? So let's see our proposal date again. As you can see, we cannot open the design right now. Let's see our date here. As you can see, it's April 1 that we chose, not May 1. So it didn't open our design. So let's make the expiry date a little bit further. And let's see the page link again. Okay, right now, because we wrote our expiration date a little bit further, as you can see in the action, we can view it. We can click view. And as a manufacturer, we can see your documents. We can see your closet in 2D, in 3D. We can view your renders. We can see options and extras. We can see everything that you mentioned in your closet. Or if you are right now sending this link to your client, they can accept proposal in this button, with this button. Okay, so this is one way to send your design, right? Let's go with the second way. The second way is the PDF. Let's click PDF proposal and prepare a PDF proposal for our client and manufacturer. Our proposal message, this one, proposal name, this one, location, and submitted to. They are all written for the previous usage. The design team, Kadir Sarı, is the owner of this account, and the number of him. What we want to include in our PDFs, tech drawing, system views, user views, vendors, etc. We want to show them all. So let's click generate files. No problem, Ms. Andrea. I'm really happy if you had the help that you need. I will wait for your email. Perfect. Take care of you. You too. Okay, let's go. Let's continue with the PDF. What we did right now, our PDF is ready. When we click View PDF Proposal, our PDF will be downloaded to our computer right away. We can click Proposal and see what we prepared for our client right now. Proposal designed for the name of the customer, our message and name, location submitted to design team. And this proposal valid until May 1 is written here. And then what we have a design plan. We can see the color of the of the closet. We can see the hardware. We can see the countertop that we used. We can see our drawer face. Could you please close your microphone? Perfect, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. I will just finish it in 2 or 3 minutes, and afterwards we can talk to you. Okay? And then what we have next, because we wrote for pulls and knobs none, it's written as drawer hardware customer supply. So as you can see, all the detail that a manufacturer needs is written in this part. The ceiling height is written. The door height, tear out, wall type, and floor type that we mentioned, do you remember? They are all written in this part. So if you specify, it will be written in this page. So what else? The technical drawings of the walls here. And as you can see, do you remember we put a label and wrote an annotation? It's written as margin error on this wall, it's written. But as you can see, we cannot see the A because this PDF is not an interactive PDF. It cannot be an interactive PDF. So we cannot see it. But if you send this proposal to your client or manufacturer as a link, they will be able to see it. So let's see it in the page like this. So let's see it in the link. Let's click View. Let's click View 2D. In this 2D page, we are able to see it. So as you can see, there's an A here written for us. And when we come to A, we can see large code root will be placed here. You can see it in the link. For the PDF, we can only see the written texts. The islands, the rendered images of the walls. Sorry. And then the specs page that we put ready. The shelving color, the hanging rod, edge bending, the drawer front style, pulls and knobs none, the drawer box type, maple TFL, the shoe fence that we put, the scoop box that we used for the rollout T-race, the countertop, the chrome molding, all written in the specs page. And then the doors are listed here. What we used for the doors, we only used a small shaker clear glass door. So it's only here. If you would use multiple door styles, it will be listed in this page, in this door page. And what else? We used X-rays, right? The X-rays are all listed here: single hook, the weighted rod, and the current closet image, because it's not a it's just a PDF. We cannot see it. And lastly, our proposal right now, because we put a multiplier, sorry, because we put a markup to this closet, we can see the total net closet right now. So your customer will not see the manufacturer cost of this closet. In the very below, you can see accept the sole proposal, signature and date. Your client can sign and put the dates to this PDFs. Let's go inside of the proposal and let's click View Renders, because probably they are not ready. Okay, they're just ready right now, but as you can see, it's not ready when we were preparing our PDF. So if it will be ready, it will be included to the PDFs anyway. Let's just update our proposal. And let's take one more PDF, maybe it will be shown, the renders here, because they're just ready. Okay. So let's click View again. Let's download it. check for the renders. Okay, so as you can see, render 1 and render 2 are all attached here. So this is the second way with sending your manufacturer or client design PDF, and the first one was the link. So either of the ways you can send it. So the webinar is just ended. If you want to ask any questions, if you want to mention anything, you can open your microphone or write if you want in the chatting part. You decide.